often in the form of snow. It's because of this little low pressure area that's sweeping eastwards across the country, and this northern flank of it, you'll see the arc of cloud move further north and then drift away eastwards once again. Now the rain is showing up on the radar. Much of it is still, or is already, falling as snow on the hills, and for the rest of the evening and into the night you'll find snow falling in the Welsh mountains, the high ground of much of the North Midlands and parts of northern England, eventually maybe just into Northern Ireland as well. Further north the skies are clear and the temperature will drop like a stone. So overnight, and this is the area to watch with the snow, not moving that much further north, then retreating eastwards during tomorrow morning. By that time, the next belt of fairly heavy showers, possibly wintry, we're moving into Northern Ireland and also into western Scotland. So the problem area then, from the middle of Wales, across the Peak District and the southern Pennines, possibly up to 6 inches of snow, quite possibly drifting in a fairly stiff easterly wind. To the north of that, a hard frost, there'll be some icy patches, and as those showers start to move in tomorrow morning, freezing rain is just about possible in western Scotland. That's because the temperatures are so low on the ground, -4 to -8, so black ice is a possibility. The frost extends down through Northern Ireland, Northern England into North Wales tonight. It's not nearly so cold along the south coast there, though. It is quite windy. And that windy weather will last into tomorrow. The rain or sleet will disappear during the morning for much of the Midlands and the southeastern corner. Then it'll brighten up, join in for much of the rest of the country. But already those showers will be there, as I've pointed out, being brought in on a fairly stiff northwesterly wind, so they'll come readily into northwestern England. Further snow for the southern Pennines, but only a few of them will get further east, so you could see a sleet shower, so we say, in Kent tomorrow afternoon. The winds tonight are at their strongest along the Channel, westerlies or southwesterlies. They'll turn round for all of us tomorrow into the northwest, still fairly stiff, briefly in some places gale force, and certainly driving those showers in quite frequently across maybe the Cheshire Plain. A cold day in contrast in southwest England. For much of the rest of the country, much the same as today, but still 3 or 4 degrees is not very warm in that sort of wind. Into Wednesday, another area of low pressure is going to cross the country, tight isobars, so strong winds, cloudy to start off with, brightening up later, and that exists into the end of the week. Southern Pennines is this area of radar rain here, but things are apace. The low pressure that's just to the east of London is zipping eastwards, and that'll drag this whole area back down over the next 12 hours or so through the rest of the country and out through the southeast during tomorrow. But for the next few hours, snow will still fall on the northern hills of Wales, parts of the Pennines, as I mentioned. Further north, though, the skies are clear. The temperatures are dropping like a stone. So you might find 6 inches or so of snow on the highest of the Pennines, and there'll be a little bit of drifting, so problems for motorists. Further north, it should stay dry, but of course it's going to be cold, a hard frost, some icy patches, and by the morning there may even be black ice as rain hits frozen roads, because the temperatures in the Highlands could colder weather come in with wintry showers, particularly for the north. And in case you're wondering, the last time we had a properly white Christmas was over 20 years ago. Or was it even fed up with thinking about it? But in case you're not, the last time we had a truly white Christmas was some time ago. Now I remember in 1981 most of the country had snow on the ground. It lasted for about a week. But last time it was on the ground and it fell was quite a few years ago. 1970 for much of the country, 80 for Manchester and Glasgow, but back towards the 60s for many other places, though I must remember in Bristol about 1980 I think we had falling snow and snow on the ground, but it's actually got to be our recording station, of course, to count. Well, at the moment there is snow on the ground. Most of it's actually in the northern part of Wales. There's also some in Nottingham. That'll disappear tonight. What will stay is what's around the higher ground in Scotland. Now, for the rest of Europe, it's also particularly mild. It's not good news for alpine skiers. The snow is very slushy, but things are improving. More snow is likely, and as we move towards the weekend, towards Christmas Day and Sunday, the cold air really feeds down and sets the base for the next few weeks, even the next few months of the skiing season. Christmas Day itself then, a northerly wind is likely to bring showers. It's more likely to bring snow to Germany than it is to us, but I'm sure we'll get a few showers. As is the nature of showers, you have to be